Hi everyone, and welcome to the SMART Pixelator. In this video, we will go over the SMART Pixelator's box, what's inside the box, setup, along with basic user instructions, as well as create an activity with you. The SMART Pixelator, a toy by Flycatcher, which provides a platform for creativity and endless fun across all ages. The product is suitable for ages 7 and up and provides entertainment for the entire family. For interactive step-by-step crafting and for your own custom projects, make sure to download the free SMART Pixelator companion app from your mobile or tablet device. Available on Google Play, Apple App Store, and the Amazon App Store. You can check out our short clip on how to get the app. Inside the box, you will find the following items: the SMART Pixelator device, an AC wall adapter, an included SD card with a variety of 50 preloaded projects, the organizer tray, one reusable beads tray and frame, user manual, and ironing paper. Set the SMART Pixelator device on a flat surface. Plug the AC adapter into the wall and then into the back of the Pixelator. You can now turn on the SMART Pixelator using the switch on the back of the Pixelator. See that the green light behind the switch is on. Now you will be prompted to insert the SD card. Use the SD card that came with your SMART Pixelator. Gently insert the SD card into the SD slot on the back of the Pixelator. If this is done with force, you may damage the SD card. Once inserted, you will notice a loading prompt on the display. You may remove the protective film on the screen of your device or choose to leave it on. Now, take the beads frame and place it onto the Pixelator using the 4 corner pins to hold it in place. Make sure that the word beads on the frame is right side up. Set the organizer tray on either side of the Pixelator. To keep it in place, make sure to place the Pixelator's 2 side legs onto the respective 2 circles of the organizer tray. Once the organizer tray is in place, you can fill the pockets with either beads, pegs, or sequins, depending on the activity you are doing. That's it! Your device is all ready to go. Before we create our first activity, let's go over the 6 control buttons on the device. The square button is your home button. Tap it any time to return to the home screen, which is the first activity on any given SD card. The right-facing arrow takes you to the next step in any given activity, and the left-facing arrow takes you back a step in any given activity. Under the square button is the star button, which will repeat the previous step when tapped. To navigate through the various activities on the SD card, use the circle button to go back an activity and the pentagon button to go forward an activity. Let's go over how to use the bead applicator to place beads onto the beads tray. Use the bead applicator to apply the bead onto the desired pin on the beads tray. With the bead on the pin, use one hand to push down on the bead, while your other hand pulls away the bead applicator, leaving just the bead on the pin. That's all there is to it. It's that simple. Now that we went over the basics, we'll create an activity here, the cat. The cat is the 3rd activity on the SD card, so let's tap the pentagon button twice. Now, tap the right arrow button to go to the first step of the activity. As you can see in the first step here, yellow pins are lit up, which means that yellow beads go onto those pins. We'll place yellow beads onto the pins which are lit up yellow. Once all the yellow lit pins have yellow beads on them, tap the right arrow button to move to step 2. The second step lights up a few red pins. Complete step 2 by placing red pins onto the pins that are lit up red. Once all the red lit pins have red beads on them, tap the right arrow button again to go to step 3. Step 3 lights up pins in blue. Go ahead and place blue beads on the pins that lit up blue. Okay. Tap the right arrow again to go to step 4, the final step of this activity. As you can see, one pin flashed on and off. When you see this, it means that you will be using the color black. Let's place a black bead on this pin to complete the cat. Great! We just created our first Smart Pixelator bead activity. To finish this activity, we want to turn our creation into one piece. To do this, we use an iron. This step must be done by an adult in a safe setting. The first thing you want to do is to carefully lift up the frame along with the beads tray containing your creation and place the beads tray onto a flat surface away from other objects. Now, turn on the iron to its highest setting and let it heat up. Once the iron is heated, take the ironing paper which came with your Smart Pixelator and set it on top of the cat, making sure that the paper covers the entire creation. Gently iron the ironing paper, which will heat up the beads underneath. There is no need to apply downward pressure or force. Once you see that the beads have melted together uniformly, then you are done. Now, turn off the iron and unplug it. Place it in a safe place to cool. Let the beads cool down for 1 minute. Flip the beads tray over and let the beads cool for another minute. Now, remove the beads tray and set it aside. Lastly, separate the creation from the ironing paper and let it cool fully. That's it! We just created our first Smart Pixel Beads creation using the Smart Pixelator. Make sure to check out our other videos to learn more. The Smart Pixelator allows you to create art not only with the Smart Pixel beads, but also with the Smart Pixel pegs and Smart Pixel sequins, which are sold separately. Check out the Smart Pixel Bracelet Activity Pack to create your own wearable bracelets. Make sure to catch us on social media for tips, tricks, and enrichment. Happy pixelating!